say something to her about that and be like, girl, I don't even have a Cash App. Like, that's not me. That never has been mine, whatever. So, and then later in the night when I seen that, that's why I came on. And you can go back and listen to it, Mandy. I literally came on and was like, that is not my fucking Cash App. I flipped about it because it's just not cool, man, to go on there, pretend like you're me, make a whole page, a whole Cash App, and then have people sending you money.
Yeah, I'll go back to you and look. I don't catch all the Discord stuff because I have weird sleeping hours. Like, I'm wide awake right now, but like when you all go on Discord in the late afternoon, like early evening, I have to catch the replays on YouTube, and a lot of the times it's too much footage.
Right. Well,
Hey
when me and
guys,
you
I
talked,
can vouch. I'm sorry. I can vouch for Lisa. I've heard her several times get on and tell people that is not her Cash App. I've also heard Kim say that as well. So I can vouch for her on that one.
Okay.
yeah, at least this one. And Mandy, remember when the one time we did talk in private message and I came to you, remember I told you about Kim selling that girl my page and I just found out about it.
Yeah.
And the girl, and I wrote you that message before I even knew that girl had done, or maybe it was after, I'm not sure, but the girl had made that one Cash App in my name and was messaging people from that page or answering them, getting money off of them, saying I needed tennis shoes for rehab and shit. And when I tricked her and told her, I'll give you this other page if you give me that Cash App, right? She fell for it. She gave it to me and I got in the Cash App. She had gotten $60, 10 off of 6 different people for me, right? For a rehab thing. And I would have had no idea that I didn't get the money. She had already spent it. But yeah, people fall for that, right? Because they think it's me.
Right.
And she's going in live streams. Dude, that girl went in live streams and was talking to people, acting like me. And the one girl made a fucking video about how nice I am and give me a break and got a bunch of hate. And it wasn't even me. It was her from my page. You know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, it's just wow, bro. Like,
yeah, I always say that people are wild. People are wild, but okay. I mean, I just
honey,
I was confused.
That's not like I said, I don't know if you believe me, but the Rachel thing, I absolutely did that. And then the couple that came out with the RFMB Cash App, those are mine also from that one night. Other than that, I haven't even answered anybody, to be honest, about anything. So I promise that's not me. That's from that page. It's like Lisa R. Boo or something is the ad. I'll send you a screenshot of the page that's doing it.
Okay.
If you want.
Sure.
But yeah, that's not me. And I really hope that they didn't send any money. I don't know if they did. I told you if they did or not.
I don't think they did.
They did?
I don't think they did.
Okay. Yeah, no, and I like when people send that stuff to us because that's the only way I'm going to catch it. The bio of that page literally said, it's me, guys. I'm just trying to get help, or I don't know, but they're saying that they're me. They're me, right? So I don't know what to do about it. Other than call it out and hope people hear that it ain't me, you know?
I think you can report the page, but I don't know.
I did. I reported it as like pretending to be me, but they never take it down, ever. I've done that a couple of times.
That's TikTok.
I need to get all my pages together, right? Make like a post and then say, if anybody messages from any other pages, because if they're getting in my old pages that I can't get into anymore, like what happened with that girl, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I've seen Lisa on this page. They think it's me. It's not. And I don't even know the page is being used. Yeah. This is just ridiculous.
Okay.
I literally, and then confused. Like, yeah, this is ridiculous. So fucking ridiculous. I can't even make Cash App. Like, I literally have not had a Cash App since, since I had that one that I was using like a month ago. Like, I can't even make one. So if they hear Cash App, tell them, Ain't her.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry.
No, there's no reason to be sorry. I was just, needed clarification because you say you're not sending money, but then people send me these things and I'm like, well, and of course it's hard to believe you because of all the lies. And I'm not saying that as a dig or anything.
Nope.
It's true. You've lied so many times. It's just hard to believe
Yeah.
you when you do tell the truth.
Yes,
So,
ma'am. I understand 100%. And that's why this stinks so bad, but it's my own fault,
Right. But
yeah,
all you can do is prove going forward, hopefully you really do go to rehab this time. And then, if you go and you can just start building a track record and
right.
people will start believing you again. But it's going to take time.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. And like I said in our message, if you ever, I don't know why you want to ask me because like you said, I'm not believable, but if you ever do want to, because if that would have been me, I'd have dead ass came back and been like, yeah, that was me. That's old. That was the day before. That's not me.
Right. So, okay, girl.
All right. Thank you for asking, though.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you, Mandy.
All right.
Anybody else? Oh, sorry. I just walked up my parents' steps. I can't fucking breathe, yo. I didn't know they were sending out private messages too. Wow. And that's why them poor people were coming up and being like, you are asking for money. And I'd go at them and like, that's fucked up. And I said that to Kim yesterday. I don't know if I said it privately or on here. I said that's why we're getting smashed and they're telling us we're looking, asking for money. I gotta find out that Lisa Boo 222 will actually take me right to who was doing it. And I know I've heard that fucking PayPal. Kim said we did have a Lisa Boo 22 PayPal, she said. But I know I've heard that 222 and I just can't remember. It's either deactivated now, the PayPal, or it's deactivated or their tags off because I can't find it. I went to look for it yesterday when I went to that page and saw it. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I wish somebody would come out. Maybe I'll put a post on my big page and see if anybody has sent to that PayPal, if they have like a screenshot, Just for my own knowledge, Anybody do anything exciting today?
Nope, I had a procedure done.
What kind?
I had a colonoscopy and then a scope down my throat as well.
Oh, I'm so scared to get a colonoscopy, girl.
It sucked.
Yeah,
But they
I
put you to
don't,
sleep, so that works.
and I'm scared to get like something shoved down my throat too. I don't know. That would not go well.
Yeah, they put like a block in your mouth, like you have to bite down on it, and then
Mm-hmm.
they have you turn onto your side, and then that's when they like start giving you the medicine like through your IV, and it makes you feel horrible. But then you like pass out really fast. But I had
I
3
was gonna say
biopsies
if I'm
taken, so
asleep. Yeah, I was gonna say if I'm asleep, but
yeah, they like put you to sleep, but it's only for like during the procedure and then it wakes you right back up. So it's not like full anesthesia. It's like propanol. They call it the Michael Jackson juice, actually, is what he called
oh
it.
yeah,
But
dude,
yeah, I
the
got
girl
3
that's in the
biopsies
box
taken
next
out.
to you, her picture, I see it all the time. Girl, you're badass, and I like your haircut. I want my hair cut like that, but I'm afraid I'd look stupid. Do you see? Are we seeing the same boxes?
I'm not sure.
If you look at your page, what's her name? She has a headband on, leather
Is it
jacket.
Chrissy? Oh,
Yeah,
Chrissy.
bikes behind
Mhm.
her. Yeah, her pic, it's badass. I'm always looking at it when we're in Discord. I don't read the chat.
Oh, well, thank you, Miss Lisa. I was
Yeah, no,
asking I was asking Kim if I could have pick privileges and not for me to make memes or send things like that, but I wanted to show my bike pictures and then I've got a cockatoo bird that talks and acts all kinds of craziness. So I was
No.
just going to share things like that, but nothing mean, nothing bad.
Yeah, you can do it here. How do are they on here? Or
I was trying to send them, yeah, on the discords, the chats that we go in.
yeah,
I was going to post them, and I asked Kim for privileges, but she never had gave them to me.
I'll talk to her. I'll get your privileges on. I think she
Oh
just
well, thank you.
yeah, she gets scared because people post like craziness and then if she's not in
Right,
there, you know,
right.
I
No,
guess.
I just
But
wanted to post, and share pictures like of that nature.
no, I'll tell her and ask her about you. I'll have her turn them on.
Oh well, thank you very much.
And are they on in here? Because this is mine. I run this one. So if they're not on, I'll figure out how to turn them on for everybody, you know? So,
Yeah, you should be able to post it in here.
yeah, I didn't like turn anything off or anything like that. You know, I want this to kind of be a free for all. Honestly, freedom of
Okay,
speech.
that
I have
sounds great.
another
Thank you.
question. I'm sorry.
No, you're welcome, Miss Chrissy. I just wanted to tell you that. Go ahead, babe, with the Christmas picture bears.
When do you find out when you leave?
She'll probably say something. I don't go in tomorrow. I get a bottle for tomorrow. Or I have a bottle for tomorrow, I should say. So I don't dose tomorrow. I am gonna call her though around like maybe 10 a.m. just to check in and see if she heard anything. If not, hopefully Thursday when I go in, she'll say like, you know, we set it up. I talked because she's in direct contact with the supervisor at Bowling Green too, because they started calling her like, "What bitch? Like, what the fuck is going on here?" You know. So hopefully Thursday I'll have like a direct fucking day because I need to know too. You know what I mean? So I can like talk to the kids. I kind of wanted to try to see my son before I left. If not, you know, I'd really like to see him though. And then, you know, I got to get a couple dollars together for cigarettes. You know, just little things I got to get done, you know, before I go. I don't want her telling me the day before. If we have to, okay, but I'd rather her not, you know. So maybe tomorrow, maybe if not Thursday morning for sure. But she did say before Monday, or she said Monday at the latest, is what she said. So there shouldn't be anything else that needs done. They all have been known this, and everything should be done, to be honest. Been harassing these places.
You may have already said it, but do you know how long like you'll be gone for?
28 days at this place.
Mm-hmm.
That's like all their program is. But like I said, I'm gonna look into something right after for sure. They I don't know if it's sober living. I don't know what the fuck else you could go into other than sober living, to be honest. Ain't that like the only thing that you can, because they only do 28 days, like that is max at this place.
So I've never like been to one or have family that's been to one. So like, what does it all entail, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what all do you have to do there?
Well, when I was there last time, I went in. I arrived late at night, and I went in, and you know, I did the whole Greyhound thing. I literally left at 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
from Greyhound downtown, and I got there midnight. Finally arrived at the rehab, and nothing. They just kind of, you know, took my bags, you know, showed me my room, and I just went and laid down until the next day. The next day, you know, you see the doctors, get everything ready with your methadone, you know, take your medicine, whatever. It pretty much entails eating 3 times a day and a snack. You go to detox first when you're there. I was in detox for 4 days. Then they move you down to, it's like right below, it's like a football field on the bottom, right? You detox is at the top, football field at the bottom. It has a barn, and it has a place with like, it looks like a hotel, right? There's like different rooms, all blah, 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 right? So they put you down there, and you're there. You get up at 7 a.m. get your methadone, get your medication, whatever, and then you go to groups. They run groups from like 8 a.m. until fucking 9:30, 10 o'clock. And you do that for the rest of the time you're there.
Oh my gosh.
That's what it is. Yeah. And you have to go to the groups. And if you don't, like, go to the groups and check in, they will fucking, once you don't go to so many, the supervisor will call you in, the director, and they started kicking people out because of it. Not going and missing groups and shit, you know?
Oh wow. And then they do like family counseling and all and like individual stuff too?
You have a counselor while you're there. Yes.
Mhm.
I liked mine a lot. So he'll meet with you, you know, I think like once a week. And then there's some other lady, I don't know what she would do, but they'd call you up every once in a while. And no family counseling, but they did do people coming in like almost every night, almost like every other night from, you know, outside, like telling their stories, you know, and I enjoyed that was the best part of it, to be honest.
Is that like people who have already went through the program and have had like time clean?
Yeah, people that like
Okay.
would run the AA meetings nearby. We actually had one of the people, one of the like, he's not a counselor, but he was like one of the, I don't want to call him a babysitter, but one of the people that would kind of run shit for us, right?
Mhm.
He told his story, which was like, wow, you know what I mean?
Right.
They had a talent show, like little shit. We had movie night. We watched what was the one with the guy who with the fork with the long hair and he had the pitchfork, the like swimming movie? Aquaman 2 we watched right when it came out. What else did we do? Like we just had fun, man. Like it was cool. It was cool. It wasn't bad, to be honest. In fact, I remember being there and my only thing was missing the boys because when we set it up, it was my dad was going to take the boys to school every day and pick them up, and they were going to stay at my parents'. Well, literally, I left, and my dad dropped me off at the Greyhound station. And a day later, when I called home, my dad had had a heart attack, was in the hospital, and
Mm.
had to get surgery. So it just kind of fucked everything up. I was a nervous wreck up there. You know, my mom was like trying to watch them and like deal with my dad, and it was just a wreck. So that's really why I left early, to be honest. So I got my diploma and left 16 days instead of 28 days, you know?
Mhm.
So now that I don't have, you know, that I know that they're okay, I really don't have any excuse to leave. Like I can just deal with what I need to
You're
deal with.
refocused on you.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened up there. I was a mess, worried, sick.
I think like back when we used to live in a different state, they used to have like this house. It was like 4 stories though, and I think it was like one of the sober living places where it was just all like it was all women though. Like they all
Yeah.
had their own rooms, I think, and
Like in,
after so long their kids could come live with them, and then they like gradually like put them back out like on their own kind of a thing.
yeah.
But
Well, yeah. I mean, I know people don't like it because there's all them horror stories about me and Jay. Some aren't true. There's a lot that aren't true. Yes, I was not fucking a great mom. I really fucked up on that part. But the CPS lady, I think by the things she says, it really is planning and hoping to give him back to me. You know what I mean? And
that'd be
looking
awesome.
back, I feel like she didn't even want to take him, but she kind of felt like she had no choice, especially because it was getting broadcasted. And you guys were seeing things I didn't even know you guys could see, right? Um,
Right.
and yeah, I she like begs me. She's like, please just, I know that you can get back to where you was when I first met you. Like, please get it together, you know, get him back, please. And I don't think she'd be doing all that if she wasn't planning on you know, trying to get him back with me, you know?
Right.
So yeah, I just whichever way it goes though, I still love him and want to have a relationship with him regardless.
Right.
So
Well, I'm proud of you for putting in the work today.
one day at a time, and like I said, I know people think it, but I don't come on here to be like, they're like, well, if she's not getting money, it's sympathy. No, I don't want that either. I'm just trying to talk to you guys. Like I said, I'm bored and trying to help people kind of understand, even if it's wrong, like what I'm thinking in that moment, right?
Right. I think it's just because you need an outlet,
Yeah.
like a better outlet,
No, I agree with you.
you
Yeah.
know?
No, I do agree with you on that. Oh,
This
I
is like
don't know.
the cool Lisa to talk to.
Yeah, and I hope after all this, when I come back, everybody sees, because like I said, when I'm on live, all before TikTok, all you're seeing is me at my worst, desperate, screaming, not caring, crying, like desperation. And then, if I get money, then I don't come back on. Then you guys don't see the calm, normal Lisa. You know what I mean?
Right. I think that once everything's better though, and like you have some time under your belt with sobriety and mental health wise as well, because we all struggle with mental health. I don't care who the hell you are. Everybody does a little bit in life. I think that your story could really reach a lot of people in a positive, like help them,
I
if you know what
I
I mean.
I hope so. And honestly, as bad as this has been and embarrassing, even though they think I don't get embarrassed, of course I do. And
Right. You're
also,
human.
it'll be even more embarrassing once I'm completely, good and know I'm going to be good for a long time. And
Right.
if I know that it is helping people, get out of addiction, stay out of addiction, honestly, then great. Like, honestly, I'll feel a lot better about it, to be honest.
Yep. It could be your purpose at the end of all this.
Well, they say everything happens for a reason, so
Mhm.
maybe this is what I needed to start healing on my grief process of Big Coal. And also, yeah, it'll help people in the long run, hopefully.
Yeah, I can't imagine losing like a significant other. I don't care. People talk so much shit about, oh, they weren't together for so long beforehand. That don't fucking matter. You got kids together, you have a past together, and your guys' past was so long. And it wasn't always rainbows, but I mean, what marriage is kind of a thing. Like, I've lost my parents, both of them in the last year and a half, and I can't imagine having to lose a spouse or like the father of my children either, because I still am grieving my parents and it's been a year and a half. But like, that's hard enough as it is. I can't imagine like your significant other, whether you were together when he passed or not. Like I said, that doesn't matter to me. It's still hard. It doesn't make it any less harder because you weren't with him right when he passed. So, and I think that
Yeah,
this might
that
help with
blows
that
me
grief
away
too for
when
you.
people, yeah, that blows me away when people, come at me with that. Like, she shouldn't even be upset. Like, if anybody shows any kind of sympathy at all towards that situation,
Right.
hundreds of people come at them. They weren't together for a year before he died. Okay, even if that's true, right? Which it wasn't a whole year, but anyways. Okay, I was with him for 17 years straight. Got 4 kids.
Right.
Of course I'm gonna fucking be upset.
Right.
That's it.
Hey, Lisa. Um,
Yes.
I put you a couple pictures up in the chat so you could see. This is
Okay.
Chrissy. But
Yes.
I lost my first husband also to an overdose.
I'm
He was
sorry.
found in his truck in one morning by a lady going to work. And
Mm,
it's my oldest daughter's dad. We had been split up, guys, like 21 years because I'm with
oh,
my now husband.
you're
But
not
it
allowed to be upset. You're not allowed to be upset, man.
Right, right. Now, yeah, like that's how it was, but it broke me. And
Oh,
till this
yeah.
day, when I'm talking to my daughter, because you had children with that man,
And
just
your
because
children
you're
are
not
hurting.
with him, right? Just because
I
you're not
watched
with
it
him,
break. Yeah, I watched it break my children. Break
right?
them.
It
Like,
has my oldest daughter too.
yep. And the girls were not on speaking terms with him
Same
because of
way.
him cheating and then leaving with my best friend of 2 years. The girls and I kept telling them, you don't have to not talk to him, but they just kind of felt like he fucked our whole family up for no reason, you know?
Right.
They were mad at him. They, you know, and I knew that this was going to be so just wow. And it did. It broke my Jace, not as much. I know it hurt him, but he was about maybe 6. So it hurt him. But the other ones, you know, little Cole was 13 and up and up. It devastated them. It still does.
Right.
And then that on that front, I was hurt watching my kids be hurt, you know? It
Right.
just,
And what do
the
we
whole
do
thing
as
was bad.
what else we do as addicts? I've been in recovery for 8 years. So, but what we do as addicts is when we're hurting, our children are hurting, the first thing we do is go to numb it. I
Go to
mean,
numb it.
that's any addict. I mean, like, that's understandable because I've been there. Like, I understand. My daughter wasn't on speaking terms with her father because of his use,
Mm-hmm.
and till this day, she cries about it. And
Yeah.
and I think that you'll feel that pain for him forever. I don't think that pain ever goes away. So
No.
don't let people tell you you're not allowed to be upset. Movies, smells, certain kinds of food,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Songs, all of it.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's like we're not supposed to feel anything, but it doesn't work that way.
I wish it did, but yeah, it doesn't though, you know, and just something I'm gonna have to learn to get
You
past
will.
somehow.
You will. When you learn to, and I know it sounds
I don't
crazy,
think you get
but
past it. I think you learn how to live with it a little bit more each day.
Easier.
right,
Makes
and
sense.
learning to retrain your brain, you know what I mean? Because that's one thing that us addicts have to do. We've got to learn how to redo our thinking, retrain the way that we think.
Yeah.
And it helps as you learn how to control some issues or some triggering things for you, it'll help you also to deal with his grief.
Yeah. That makes sense. I should have went to some kind of grief counseling, but I was, like I said, I was trying to push especially little Cole into something like that. I don't I don't know if he ended up getting it. Honestly, I don't. They try to not the Cole's mom tries to not tell me shit. I don't know why, but I said I don't even need to know what they talk about. I want to know that he's in one. That is all, you know, because Big Cole's dad died of a heart attack in their living room when he was about 12, 13. And looking back, he would say to me, you know, if I would have got some kind of help, you know, back then, maybe not have. He started drugs because of that, right?
Right.
I didn't want that happening to little Cole, and yeah, I was trying to not repeat it, but the mom had him, and she just kind of didn't learn from her mistakes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. Have
So
you heard of that new song by Jelly Roll, the one talking about carrying his cross?
yes, my dad listens to
Okay.
country, so I hear it in his
Uh-huh.
car.
So, but look, next time you hear it, listen to those words because he's talking about carrying that cross so his children does not have to carry a cross, right? Meaning that he's going to get done with drugs and not pass that addiction
Right.
mentality on to his children. So I cry like a baby every time I hear it because it's
Oh,
like it's what we feel. I mean, that's what most addicts feel. Even in recovery, that's what we feel.
yeah, absolutely. I do not condone any of them doing shit like that, and I know that you know none of the other ones, but me and Abby do get into it, and she'll say, well, you did this and you tried that, and okay, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm trying to tell you because
Right.
I have been there.
Right. So look, I had sent you a friend request on here. So now that you've talked to me, I'm not,
There's Abby.
I'm okay.
There's Abby.
Huh?
Abby.
Oh, okay. But anyway,
Abby.
just hit me up anytime you want to talk on the back
Yes,
door.
ma'am. Yeah, thank you. And I do love your picture and would love to see your bikes.
All right, sweetie. Thank you.
All right, bye. Abby, is that you or is somebody like anybody know if that's her or somebody with the same picture? Can you guys hear me? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
her.
think it's her.
Yeah, no, that's her.
I hope.
We need to talk to you, Abby. Not on here, but I went back on Fenton Vent yesterday, and I seen some shit, and we got to have a little talk, Ab. Are you gonna talk? You're muted.
I know I'm muted. I'm just cooking and listening. What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna say it on here, but just some things I seen that hurt my feelings.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. I'm not mad at you or nothing. It's all good.
Okay. I don't
How
care
you
if you
doing,
don't
baby?
be mad. I'm making food because I have to go to
Lucky.
bed.
I signed the last paper today at the clinic, bro, and I'm just waiting.
Okay. I love that for you.
Pap's riding my ass, and I'm really trying to get it, you know what I mean, done ASAP.
Oh, you should be.
I am. Nikki came the other day. I seen Nikki 2 times last week. Huh?
Why'd she come?
She came over and was talking to Gigi and Pap, and then she came up to talk to me. That's it.
Oh.
She said I was watching something on YouTube. She's like, "Are you on live?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Oh, I was gonna show them my dance." I was like, "No, I'm not on live." She's a goofball.
That's cool.
How's everything going with Doug and you? And you got to answer that. But how are you guys doing?
Fine.
Like not as a couple, like separate. You good? Doug's good. That's what I meant to ask.
Yeah, he just had pink eye.
Really,
Yeah.
dude? I need to buy a fucking lighter, bro. I can't smoke in Pap and Gigi's house, and I can't get a lighter to fucking lights, and now I can't even smoke my little cigarette short. Fuck. I can't light it off the stove, huh?
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I can't light it off the stove because then it still leaves fucking a little smell of smoke. You know what I mean? Dude, what the fuck? I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You've been known they don't like you smoke. Nobody smoking cigarettes in the house.
Well, yeah, Pap don't like it, and they don't smoke. So you know, who am I to fucking be like, yeah, bitch, it's all about me? Because it isn't, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish it would light one fucking time, bro. Like, come on, please, dude. Oh, fuck. There we go. There we go. Okay, I got it to light just a little bit. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
I was gonna say I could see you taking an extension cord with a toaster outside.
Hell no. Dude, Abby, tell him the story of when you caught the toaster on fire at Gigi's old house. Remember that? And I threw it down the hallway? Abby? Okay, Abby sounds good.
Bitch, I'm trying to cook.
So
I
you
am.
can't
I
leave
am.
it on mute and talk? Or and tell your story?
No. Bitch, it
Yeah.
ain't a story. All I did was I was trying to make some damn toast and the fucking toaster lit on
Dude,
fire.
I'm
So
taking these 2 lighters, I think, and throwing them in the street because since this is what I was doing the last time and I caught the can on fire. Trying the lighters and shit, you know. Take them down the street, throw them away. Yep, all 3 of them are dead. I got 3 Vicks. Dead. All of them. Oh.
Lisa, I was fixing to say that you can run to the stove, make sure you've got some kind of spray, hurry up and light it, and as you're running, spray behind you.
The store's closed. The stores down here close at midnight, bro. I don't even have any way to get to a store, or I had a lighter that worked and I lost it, and I have no fucking clue where I just lost it at. That's fucked up. I don't know where I would have put
I
it.
think Chrissy said the stove. Like,
Oh, the stove. No,
yeah,
my dad
the
will
spray
flip.
behind you on the way out.
Right. So look,
Oh,
you light it real quick, okay? Have some kind of spray in hand, and as you're
yeah.
running out the door, be spraying behind you, and they'll never know.
My dad will be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm trying to just, make your house smell, it's clean. That's all.
Smell like a whorehouse up in there.
It don't smell like a whorehouse, bitch. Nobody in here be having sex at all, to be honest.
Before my mom passed, that's what she would always call it. Like, if she would get one of our cars and, like, it was, like, foo-foo spray or whatever, she's like, "It smells like a whorehouse up in here."
Oh, who is this? I thought that was Abby. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I was
No.
joking with Abby. That's not it either. Dude, now I'm pissed because I want to know what I did with that blue lighter. I had it when I first woke up, and I lit my first cigarette with it, and now it's fucking gone. Where? I must have sat it somewhere, but where? All right, that light off so my dad don't, okay. All right, bitch. All right. Yeah, the light's off. See, I told you guys. No, it's off.
Now, see how calm and cool the chat is tonight. Love
Yeah,
it.
I love
this is
it.
what I like, to be honest.
It's the best.
This is way better than just people there to just, I mean, I don't care about the hard questions. I'll try to answer them. But I can tell in people's tone sometimes, it makes me just be like, because you can tell if sometimes just that nasty tone. I don't know. I just can't. I don't know.
Where they're fighting with each other.
That I can't.
It drives me insane.
It drives a lot of people insane. And that's why yesterday I came on and yelled and was like, we can't be doing this. You know what I mean? This ain't what this is for.
Like
So,
a lot of the new people that's coming in, I've noticed, because like, the ones that us that's been there for a good minute will pick at each other. But
yeah.
like the new ones that's coming in, dude, they're ruthless. Like, wow.
Straight up World War IV in there.
I don't see really anything that's on there unless when I'm in there interacting in the chat, I'll see that. I might scroll up a little bit, But other than that, if I don't get it screenshot and sent to me, I miss a lot of it, unfortunately, So, but yeah, I've seen people leaving because they got their feelings hurt. I've seen, they don't want to listen to the bickering up there. So they, left. And, I'm
They
just
don't
trying
hurt
to.
my feelings. I just go back at them or just put a laughing face and go on.
Well, yeah, it's Discord. It's gonna happen. Like, it's just cutting up, really. So maybe they're not meant for the Discord, to be honest. If that's, what they're getting their feelings hurt that much. They shouldn't be. But I mean, some people do go a little wild with it. Like, you shouldn't be telling people to kill themselves or, talking about their kids or, anything like that. But other than that, I mean, the rest of it is just jokes and, people just need to relax a little bit, honestly.
You felt bad for her. And I agree, 18 and up. But yeah, you can kind of tell in the chat, the way somebody speaks, if they're young or, of course, if they're older. But yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and she could be telling the truth. She really could. 20 is still really close to 16, 17, 18. It's just not even just the way she sounds, the way she acts, the giggling, the name. She acts like my kids, my 16 and 19-year-old, like Nikki. So I don't know. I wasn't gonna go at her and start cussing her out and whatever. And I also, like I said, she really wanted to talk to me for some reason, and that not yesterday, the day she actually came up and got it out. And I just felt like if she needed somebody to listen to, or she wanted my perspective on anything, because she had made a comment that my mom did get us back. She's like, she said my mom got clean and not for us, as she said. And I had said even up there, I was like, just because you feel like your mom didn't get clean solely for you, I was like, your mom does love you. And, I mean, I don't know that for sure. I'm not her mom. But I fucking love my kids with everything. You know what I mean? It just sometimes it's just harder. I don't know why. I never thought ever that would be a case, but I just figured I could maybe listen and give her some perspective if she ever wanted to. But it turned into, I guess that, I don't know. I'm not going to say right now what it turned into, but it turned into a problem. Let's just put it that way. Any other questions or concerns? I don't know if Kim's coming over.
How did it feel signing that last piece of paper today?
Honestly, it felt scary because now it's all done. No more excuses, right? But I was also happy that it got done because now it's done. Because it was actually pissing me off. I felt like I was getting played, really.
Right, and look, all that fear and that anxiety you're having, every one of us that's in recovery has felt that same way. So when you do go, just remember that in the back of your mind. Okay, so they've all felt this way, they've come through it, they're fine, and you'll be fine too.
Yeah, once I actually get on the Greyhound and go, it'll be fine. I just can't talk myself out of it up until then. And the only thing that would be just me over worrying about shit that shouldn't even probably be worried about. But, that's just me. Like, I don't know. I like to know everything. That's my anxiety. Like, even me asking her right off the bat, well, what happens if I don't go? Like, I just wanted to know, like, I have very bad luck. Okay. I do. I don't know why. I could bring it on myself, whatever, but I have very bad luck. And I always want to know the worst case scenario in a situation because I plan for that. Like, like anybody that's counseled me or friend with me knows that. Like, I'll literally be like, well, what's the worst thing that can happen if I don't go to group? And she'll be like, well, nothing. I could put you on contract, but I'm not going to. I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, all right, I can put on contract. Like, I don't know. I do that with everything, not even just drug stuff, life in general. It's bizarre, really.
Well, no, a lot of people like to know. I think what scares a lot of us is change. We get comfortable,
I hate
and
change.
anything new scares us.
Oh, I hate change. Like yeah, I like to get a routine down pat, and I think that goes back to an anxiety thing also. I get very bad anxiety if something does change, no matter what it is. If me and my dad go every day at 8 a.m. to the clinic and then he's coming at 10 the next day, I literally don't sleep the night before. I just it's weird. I just hyper focus on weird shit that shouldn't be. I don't know. It's bizarre. I don't. That's why I said I need like a psychiatrist to kind of pinpoint what exactly is going on because something is going on. And I've always known it. I just,
Well, they'll help you once you go, because of course, you've got counselors and
mhm.
different people to help you. And then they'll help you pinpoint the problem. Like when I first went to get clean, they diagnosed me with being bipolar. I have anxiety and then a form of PTSD from my childhood.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. The last time I was there, I was in the dual diagnosis side, and I did see the psychiatrist very briefly. It was like a 30-minute thing. He didn't really ask or diagnose shit. I need to see a psychiatrist and have him, talk to him, have him monitor me. And I would like to know what it is that's going on, a name, so I can read up on it and see if there's anything to help or tools or anything. Because if you don't know what's going on, you can't fix it, honestly.
And remember, if you Google anything, there's going to be 100 different things pop up and it's going to freak you out.
Yeah, that's what I've done before. If I believed Google, I'd have every mental health symptom in the book. I'd have a touch of autism. I would, which I'm not saying I don't, because I may actually have a touch. And I don't know. It's just, yeah, you can't figure it out on Google because all the symptoms overlap big time. So I'm hoping a psychiatrist can maybe get it down to the nitty gritty of what it is, because I don't know. I know it's something, but I don't know. It's a worrying when I shouldn't worry, hyper focus on things. Yeah, don't like change, get very upset. Like it's weird, very bizarre. And I can't help it. I've tried and tried.
Right. We all have our problems, and not one person on here. I'm sure they've got at least a couple different problems, if not multiple problems. So you're
Mhm.
not alone on a lot of this stuff. And hopefully, once you get in there, they'll help you figure it out and you'll learn different ways of coping with things. I'm a worrier, so I worry constantly about the dumbest stuff. So
Yeah,
I don't know if they can take that away or not.
yeah, yeah. And honestly, the only thing that I have found this whole time that's worked on my anxiety or worrying has been a benzodiazepine. But I am not willing. I fought really hard in 2020 to get off of them physically. And even though I didn't even have my prescription back then, I was illegally getting them off the streets. And then after Big Cole passed away a year after I got out and shit, I this whole time, even with the prescription, I physically did not let myself get addicted to them. I refused. So I can't take them every day. I can't. But they are the only things that do help. It's like giving my brain a break, like putting it to sleep for a little bit. And then that's the only thing. I've tried non-narcotic ones. I've tried, Boost Bar, Zoloft, something else he gave me that's non-narcotic. None of it helps. None of it. None of it helps with the anxiety, at least not me.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're not taking them every day because I believe the only two things that you can withdraw from that can actually kill you is benzos and alcohol.
And alcohol. Uh-huh. Yep. and I was where I was with the benzos back then. I was where I'm at now 2 weeks ago with the hard. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to buy them off the street. This is no fun. But I was stuck literally because I physically needed them, and I still had the boys too, so I couldn't just nothing, you know what I mean? So I got into the rehab back then, and once I went through their detox for 5 days, went down to the regular, went a week, whatever. I was there 16 days total, and I went home, and I still withdrew for like a month. Was still had like a brain fog, didn't feel right, but was functionable, but and yeah, I refused after all that to let myself fucking no, nope, sorry. And people think that, like, I guess they think I'm addicted to them. And I may be mentally, because like I said, I believe that's the only thing that helps with anxiety, but not physically. And I mean, there have been times, dude, there have been times, in fact, the past, since I think it was like May, June, it was June, maybe July, I started picking them up every other month. I actually just looked on my Walgreens app. I literally would pick them up and then wait a month, like skip it the next month, pick them up the next month. Like, I don't know, it's bizarre. Like, I just wasn't worried about picking them up at all. My doctor did not like that. Let's just put it that way. But
So since you signed that paper today, then you'll be leaving this coming Monday.
I'm not sure on that 100%. What she said to me after I signed it, um, how'd she put it? She said, I'm going to give this to our doctor. She said, all right, it's all done. She said, we're going to get something rolling for you here. She said, I'm going to call that lady. She said, and then give this to our doctor. She said, and you'll be gone by next Wednesday or next Monday. And I said, okay. And I said, and then that's when I said to her, well, what happens if I decide I don't want to go? I change my mind. And she said, well, nothing. She said, you'll have to go to medical and get reinstated or whatever. And that was it. So, but she said by Monday, I will be like gone. So that's what she said. I don't understand why everything wasn't already. I don't get it. But I guess for the same reason that I talked to her, last fucking, what day did, if she was off a Thursday morning, I talked to her and ripped her a new asshole when the girl from Bowling Green, the supervisor, said she didn't have the paperwork and was going to call my counselor. She didn't even have the paper typed up for me to sign when I got there today. I mean, that makes no sense.
When you was talking about Bowling Green last week, I thought you were talking about Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I'm like, hey, I'm just a few hours from there, and then I realized you was talking about PA.
Yeah, no, I know there's another one. Is Bowling Green, Kentucky a rehab too?
Yes, they have one as well.
Oh, okay. Because I know when I first started Googling it, it will say Bowling Green. You have to put in Brandywine or else a different one comes up, or you get both or whatnot, So yeah, I just want to get it over with. And my mom was like, "Well, this is gonna run into, she was like Thanksgiving. She's like, which ain't a big deal." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, and honestly, Christmas ain't a big deal either because I'm just gonna sit here and cry all day, because I'm not with the boys.
Right.
So if
Right.
it has to be, it has to be, honestly.
Right.
So
Yeah, I agree with you. And like I said, once even you said once you get there, you'll be fine. Just don't let people get you in your head, you know what I mean? Because that's another thing that I've learned too, is that an addict has to find something to keep their mind occupied. You just have to, even after you're done with all the craziness, you've got to keep something to keep your mind occupied, or you'll kind of, you know what I mean?
yeah, you're right. And you figure, and like I said, this ain't woe is me, right? I did it to myself. But even when I'm on YouTube looking through the videos, guess how many times I pop up channels I've never even heard of? Lisa this, Lisa that, right? My face this, my face. I don't want to see that crap, right? And then
Right.
TikTok, same thing. Can't scroll. That's why I don't go on there unless I'm going live. Same shit. Video after video after video. I reset my algorithm. Same thing.
Now,
So
here's one thing that I couldn't understand, okay? Like, I mean, I know people do things to make money, but a lot of those different things that I was seeing on TikTok was like they were taking your videos and then reposting them and saying, whatever, but their gifts were on. So, like, if it was really an awareness page, why would they have it where people could send them gifts? Why would they not be turned off?
Amen.
yeah, I agree with you, Miss Chrissy, 100%. I understand like with Kai and Nookie, right? They're the main ones that post the lives and discords and stuff, and it's fine. I respect it, right? Because people know, oh, I was working, oh, I was this, we're gonna go watch it here, right? The rest of it, there doesn't need to be 100 fucking YouTube channels posting the same shit. There doesn't. Um, but they do. And yeah, that's what they're after. They're after attention, and they're after, I mean, there's, I don't even mind the awareness pages that post all the scammers and things like that, right? The ones that irk me are the ones that are just totally just me, me. You know what I mean? Because what the fuck, really? You know what I mean? I don't know. It just irks me, bro.
Yes, I like Kaya and Nikki too because a lot of the times during the day I'll miss what's going on and then I know to go to her YouTube so I could watch it. And then if you've noticed like a lot of the different ones that she posts, they get they get watches, but not the watches like they get when that she posts is the live discords.
Yeah, and Kai and Nookie both said that, which I believe them. Kai showed me proof a couple months ago that they're not monetized. And I said to Kai, monetize that shit. Like, you put so much work into this. What the fuck are you doing? Like, that was my reaction, you know?
Right.
And she was like, no, that's okay. No. And Nookie too, monetize that shit. Like, you guys, that's a job. Sitting in these calls, recording everybody's shit. That's a job. Why
Right.
shouldn't they get paid for it? I don't understand the logic there. I don't. I mean, I don't know what your take on it is, but that's my take. I think they should get paid for it. What's the difference what they're doing than somebody else, a secretary sitting there answering phone calls? I don't.
Exactly.
I mean, what are they saying? Because she's just online, she shouldn't get paid, or he shouldn't get
Right.
paid? No.
No, I agree. You can tell a lot of what they do. I mean, they put a lot of thought and a lot of time into it.
Yeah. Even what I do behind the scenes, I know the kind of work, yeah, that they must put into it, even from what I got to put into it back here. So
I
yeah,
could not imagine all the crap you all get, emails and messages, and I'm
dude.
sure there's probably some good ones, but I say there's a whole lot of bad ones too.
Yeah, there's a whole lot. I actually the one time went through and screenshotted a bunch and was gonna make a video, but they kind of wait for that because the shit they say in there, then they'll report my video and get me a strike on my channel. So I learned to kind of not, or there's people, even when I put it out, will be like, she had Kim write that or whatever. So I learned to just say, fuck it, whatever, but it was the same way when I first started. I felt stupid and uncomfortable um, but I've been trying to get her a little more comfortable and it's not even about money. Or her asking for money on there. It's just, I want her to have something to do while I'm gone. I don't want her to just, sit there and have nothing to do. I don't know what she's
Right.
going to do to fill her time because she's been helping me for months.
I
So,
can't blame her though. I've got over 5,000 followers on TikTok and I've never went live because that shit just scares me.
oh yeah, and then knowing also that it's going to be recorded and onto YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and it's
Yeah.
it's rough. But I've been trying to get her to feel more comfortable if possible with doing things like that. But I don't know if she does or doesn't. But yeah,
Right. Right.
something to fill her time while I'm gone. I hope maybe that running the Discord will do that.
Right. Keep her busy.
Yeah, that's it.
And
I
I mean,
want
as long as she does like we're doing, she can even do like we're doing right now, just us
to.
in chat talking, and it seems like later the better because there's not all those agitators on here causing problems.
No, I agree with you. I really do. Yeah. I mean, I've been trying because I knew I was going to be going. So I've been saying to her, I really want you to have something to do while I'm gone. I worry about
Right.
her, care about her,
I
and I
know
want her
you
to be
do.
okay, you know, just time wise,
I know. I know. It
it
seems like
just,
everybody else just went to bed on us.
they might have. Anybody there?
Because it's almost 4 a.m. here.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. We got one.
It's only 12:49 here.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Um,
Where the hell do you
wait,
live?
wait, the
Um,
one, go
on the
ahead.
West Coast.
The
Wow,
girl,
it's 3:49. I'm sorry, Lisa. I didn't mean to
Uh-uh.
interrupt you.
So
that's
I'm
right.
close to Seattle.
Cool. The girl that's next to Nookie. Are you the Loving Life XO page, honey? Been wanting to talk to you.
Hmm.
Are your boxes the same as mine, guys? If you scroll down, you see Nookie's Chucky.
I don't
Yeah,
think that's
there's
Mindy.
like
Yeah. Oh, Mindy. Mindy, is that you?
I don't think it is, but it could be.
That's just the picture she uses. I just curious. I just been wanting to talk to her and get her point of view, or if she wanted any questions answered. Because I think when I seen her page the other day, I forget who. Oh, Villain was Kim. Villain was Kim. I think that's what I seen. Or Kim was villain. I forget which way it went. So
There's
just
a
wanted to
question
hear.
for you in the chat, Lisa, from Live Your Life. It says, Lisa, question. Do you think Kim will get help also since seeing you go?
No, I don't, because the answer that, I would give to that and what she would probably give to that is, she gets the Sublocade. So she doesn't like need help right now. So she would probably not. No, I doubt it.
Did you hear that, Live Your Life?
Is Live Your Life here?
Yeah, she just wrote it in the chat, so I just asked really quick for her. Says she's typing now, so.
Lisa, while we're waiting, do you know how long Kim's been on the Sublocade shot?
At least since I've been talking to her. I've known her since May.
Because once that come out, because I had been on Suboxone for like 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I hated it. Like, I just hated the whole process. And my doctor had recommended me to get that shot. I only had to take it one time, and that was it. At like the 4-week mark, like I had sniffles or whatever, but that was it. And it's been over 2 years since I've had a Suboxone.
Oh, wow. Well, maybe that will be like that for her. I haven't like asked her about it, but because I know the shot lasts for a while, correct? Like a month, 2 months.
Right, right.
Okay. So I didn't like ask her. I know she said she's went to the doctors a few times for that, but I just wasn't no, I wasn't sure. But I know since at least May. In May when I met her and started talking to her and getting to know her, she was on it since then. I'm not sure how, much more than that, honestly.
So Live Your Life's response to your answer about Kim, Lisa, it says, she scared us on live the other day when she was non-responsive.
Yes. Yeah. Me
That's
me
from Live
too,
Your
to be
Life.
honest. And it could have been my fault. I don't know. But yeah, no, I that's fair.
So
It's
how did you and Kim actually meet? Like just through TikTok or?
yeah, hold on, I'll tell you in 1 second. I'm trying to I'll tell you, she had sent me, I was on live, and she had sent me, I think it was like $21 or something. And at that time I was using the Stacey Jones Cash App, okay? And she had sent it, I think, like after the live a little bit or something. And then she texted me because she had my number, and she said, I sent this or she said I sent it. And I was like, no, because people lie. I'm like, do you have like a screenshot of that? Because Diesel and Stacy were telling me no, that she didn't send it. Okay. So she sent me the screenshot, and I called her right back, and I'm like, these motherfuckers, like, they're telling me you didn't send it, and you're showing me right here you sent it. And Diesel did that. Victoria did that. Who else? Stacy did that. There were plenty of people that got money that would just lie to my face and say they didn't get it. Right. So that's how I met her. And then we talked that night. And then the next morning, we just kept talking. I don't know. I asked her if I could use her, or I said, I'm going to get on live. I don't have a Cash App. I don't know if she said you can use mine, or I said, can I use it? Whatever. And she said, yeah. And then we just started, like, she modded for me, and I don't know. And then just from there, we were just friends talking every day, all day. And, she was my mod and helped me. Like, and we got closer and closer.
That's
But that's how
crazy.
I
So
met her.
people were actually like getting money for you and then telling you that they didn't get it?
Yes, plenty of times. Yes, ma'am.
That's shitty, dude.
Mm-hmm. It happens a lot of times.
Wow.
More than you'd think. And then when I would say something or freak out about it, it was always I was the liar because I had lied in the past. But no, I caught dead out Diesel doing it. I caught Stacey Jones doing it. I caught Victoria doing it. I caught Who else? I think that's it. I tried not to use anybody's shit because that's what they would do. And I know it's tempting, if they see $50 or whatever to be like, well, whatever. But the point is,
That's
it
so
wasn't sent.
shitty.
Yeah,
That's
it wasn't.
horrible.
Well, yeah, it wasn't sent to them. So
Yeah. So obviously you don't have to answer this, but like some of the Cash App, like some of the different names were kind of crazy throughout the last year or so. How did you ever come up with some of those names? Or did
uh,
like other people do it for you?
give me the names and I'll tell you truthfully. Like,
So
do you have
like
any?
I don't have any like specific ones. Like there were just like so many different ones that'll be like EXO, and then I rewatched a video on Kai's the other night because I was bored and I listened to it with my AirPod in when I'm going to bed, and
Mhm.
it was like something something XOXO some type of numbers. Like there were
Yeah.
just so many different ones. Like how did you keep track of all of them?
It was hard. Let me just tell you, it was hard when my phone got taken. I literally probably had 20 emails on there.
Oh my
You
god.
know, yeah, it's a lot, and it's hard. It really is hard. Yeah,
I don't
it's a
even
lot.
have Cash App and I can't even imagine like how many different I have one like that's enough.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I would get confused just with all the different names.
it's a lot, and I really
Mhm.
don't understand why even Itty was the main one that was fucking my shit up because she somehow had a number supposedly or something, which I believe she got a hold of somebody there, and would shut my shit down quick. And once she did that, the shit would go down so fast, right? So we had to
Mhm.
keep. And I don't understand that. It was more of a game. They'd make people believe they were doing it to try to help me, right? But it wasn't.
Mhm.
It was to fuck with me, and it was a game, right? And all
Was
it
that
did
like
was
when
make.
people were like live streaming you, like Slam and all those random people
Yep,
that would
telling
tell people
people
to
to
report
report
them?
my stuff, and
Yeah. And
I
that would
just.
shut them down?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it would lock them up
Wow.
eventually. Uh-huh. Yep. 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 And
Mm.
all it did was make my life harder. I would always get a new payment method, but and they knew it, and it just would make it harder. You know what I mean? And they liked me getting upset and the entertainment and fucking with me. That's all that was. Period.
Well, yeah, it gave them more views.
Yeah, because when I came back on, like the time that they had my Venmo locked up with $70 on it, right? Um,
Mhm.
that was my money for the weekend to eat, like, period. It wasn't even for drugs. And they got it locked up, and I was pissed and I was upset, and I was just mad as a hornet. And yeah, then they got me freaking out, so.
Do you ever think it's like funny that like there's other creators that would get in arguments about your lives, like Florida Man and all of those? I don't know all their names, but like they would
Well,
get in arguments over you.
yeah, sometimes, yeah. But with Florida Man, I really, I know people have their opinions about him, but
Right.
I have a lot of respect for him because he was the first one that came on, didn't give a fuck what people said or thought or whatever, and said, like, listen, I got these screenshots of people, because I would say on my live, these people are, trying to pay me behind the scenes to go live. They're harassing me. I'd
I've
say
always
it.
wondered that.
And they would deny it. And then I was the liar, making it up, whatever.
Mhm.
So the fact that he came out and did that, called it out, had proof and said, this isn't okay. The ends are doing this to her. I really was like, wow, like, thank you, somebody. Right. Um,
Right.
because there were all those people in Fentvent seeing that and just thinking it was okay for some reason, and making fun of me, talking shit, whatever. It's gonna happen, right? But the going real life, right? Calling, the place I live, calling my kid's school, calling the pizza place, um harassing me from different text now numbers. That's not okay. I'm sorry, I just don't think that's cool at all.
Right.
So I just respected Florida Man for even coming out, and he literally said, I don't condone what she does. I don't, like, nothing. I just, this isn't okay. take Lisa
Right.
out and insert anybody else. This is not cool. And I disrespected it a lot.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy, like, it's so much deeper than just you, like, other people were inserting themselves, like, I don't know.
Yeah. And if they were doing it on accident, I would feel bad afterwards. Like, damn, but
And
the
if they
people that
weren't, they did
knew,
it on purpose.
yeah, the ones that knew, I have no sympathy. Sorry.
Yeah.
None. Like that Nicole girl, I literally, before I blocked her, a video had popped up. That was her, you guys are bullying me and I'm getting hate messages. And there's a message behind her that ain't even that bad. They called her an alcoholic. That's what it was. It wasn't even that bad. They said, I think you're an alcoholic and you need to go to treatment like Lisa. She's pointing at it. I want out of this Lisa stuff. I don't want to attach to this. I wrote on there, I said, oh, girl, you wanted the attention. You fucking got it. Like, don't cry now. And then I blocked her. And I don't feel bad for you. What the fuck was that, dude? I get 100 times worse than that every second of the day. And you knew what you was jumping into. So here you go. That's how I feel about her and that.
Hey, Lisa, do you know there's also a page about you on Facebook as well?
What?
I didn't. When I started digging into, I got, here, I'll tell it like this. I got a hunch that somebody I knew that was close to me was running. This is before, it was a Discord page that's already shut down. Okay. I had a hunch that by what I was reading over there, or a Reddit page, I should say Reddit, right? It was a Reddit. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I had a hunch that somebody I knew that was close to me was running this Reddit. And no, it's already shut down. It was a different one. I don't even remember the name. So I was over there doing research and trying to get some kind of concrete proof. And yes, it took me all to Instagram page that was just made about me and a Facebook page that was just made about me. But I haven't been over there since. And when I had just, was doing the research, it didn't have many followers. It was just made. So.
Wow, no, the Facebook page that I had found, it was Pray for Lisa. So it wasn't bad. But then people were posting like videos from TikTok in there and stuff. But it was, I'm pretty sure it says praying for Lisa Richards.
Okay, yeah, the one that I had found, which I don't know, once you make a group on there if you can change the name. I'm not sure. Was the one I had found was like stopping me, or I need to be stopped, or it was something about stopping me. I don't know, but that was what I found over there, and it was brand new. So, but yeah, I did know that a Facebook, at least that one was over there, and one on Instagram, and I'm not sure about TikTok, and definitely on Reddit, and the Discord. It's not this Discord; it was a different Discord. But yeah, I did some thorough research about that. Yeah.
So this one is your Discord?
Yes, this server is mine. Yes. Mhm.
Okay, honey, I'm gonna have to hit the bed. It's 4:03 here. So
No,
it's good to chat with everybody.
thank you for coming and chatting.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Bye, guys. Good night.
Bye. Who's gonna talk to me now? Nobody.
It's quiet. Well, I'm proud of you for making that step today and signing the papers in case nobody else tells you.
No, thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
not much. I appreciate it though. I'm getting there. I really
It's
am. Like
every step though.
yeah, it's
Every
gonna happen, and it should have already happened. I agree with everybody, but I can only, I'm not going without getting my dose. I'm not. There's no reason. I'm not. I'm sorry.
Yep. And today's a new day. So, what's one thing you can look forward to today?
Getting a pack of cigarettes. I'm nicking, bro. And I got the money. I just need to get like the stores closed, man. So I gotta wait. But no, I'm actually gonna I have to try to get a hold of Big Cole's stepdad to try to see if I can set something up to see him on Thursday, because that's my day anyways. But I'm not really sure since I was blowing it off, which I shouldn't have been, but I was. How I have
At
to
least
go
you can
about it.
admit that, right?
What's that?
I said at least you can admit that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I blew it off for a couple of different reasons. But honestly, whether people believe me or not, the main one was I didn't want him to see me in this condition. I was very skinny and I felt like he would get scared, and I didn't know how he was already feeling about everything. I didn't want to scare the fuck out of him. I didn't know what he was hearing over there, right? Let's just put it that way. And I didn't want him to see me and then be like, yeah, mom, like worry about I'm going to pass away or something. I didn't want that for him.
There's
Plus
some questions for you in the chat. I don't know if you can see it.
I
If you want someone
cannot. I don't even know
want
how
me to
to
read
pull
them
it
to
up.
you.
I'd read this chat. How do I pull it up?
That's what this is. If you just like hit like the little message symbol like down below.
Let me look. Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you guys. I'm in the chat. I can read the chat now. Now I was looking at the boxes. Take Victoria down. Agree. I don't know how they kept up with them all. It was hard, but do you and Cole's ex Stephanie have bad blood? Do you think she could be behind any of the stalker situation? Probably not. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
I just muted because I'm taking my dogs outside.
I can't see whether I'm muted or whatever. Probably not. After Big Cole passed, she ran back. She was from Baltimore, Maryland. She ran back there because apparently the cops were going to do a investigation and had her phone and saw that she had bought the dope and all that and brought that to him at the hotel. So she ran back there, and none of us have heard of her since. So I don't think that she would be behind it, honestly. Anything's possible, though, honestly.
Hey, Lisa, I got a question for you.
Shoot, honey.
How are you tonight?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm at work right now. Um,
Cool.
my question was in the chat. I just wanted to know, has Itty ever sent you money? That you would like, obviously you might not be able to like see it come in, but do you know like secondhand knowledge, has she?
Yeah, no, I'm not that I know of, but I'm actually looking into that because I didn't have any idea what her name was. And then I
Yeah.
got her name. And as soon as the email hit my inbox, I know that name. And I'm not sure how, but
Mhm.
so I'm going to say maybe till I find the proof.
Yeah, for sure. I was just curious because I know somebody else that I'm in contact with wants to know as well. I don't want to throw no names out there or anything, but I was just curious.
Yeah, what is all that drama going on with Itty? All of her friends, I guess, turned against her. Sorry, my kid was sleeping next to me, so I couldn't talk before. um, this is Live Your Life. All they just did a Villain just did a video on Itty, and I guess I don't know, something about potentially stole a lot of money from her parent. I don't know how true that is, but I guess she is not a good person.
Itty is a
Yeah.
liar. Like, she's just a dead ass liar. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a liar. And I've known it for a long time, but I knew if I said it that nobody would believe me, because of my past. She's put out multiple things that had no truth to them that she pulled out of the fucking air. and it was sucked because people believed it and thought she was credible, and I don't know exactly what happened between Villain and her and all that, but I didn't even know she made that comment against me, right? But I respect Villain for calling it out, and I respect Villain for proving to people what a liar she is,
Yeah, Villain, I like her. I like following her stuff, but I can't follow many of them because some of the stuff they just honestly use people for money. So it's just, yeah.
Yeah,
But that's all I
Villain.
wanted to say. Uh-huh.
I was just gonna say, Villain is the only one that I feel doesn't do that for whatever reason. And if Villain says it, it's true. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean,
She comes with receipts, man. Like now Lori asked for it and Lori's getting it next. It's giving Victoria a little break.
yeah. Well,
Oh, it's not
she
funny,
she's
but
another one.
oh,
What
I
I think
can't
is
do
going.
Victoria
I
or
mean,
Lori.
you guys are probably gonna. Victoria's probably gonna go on a press run of me after this, but I don't fucking care. Um, Victoria, I feel she I guess she used to be big on this platform as a beggar. I didn't know who she was, but she tried reaching out to me multiple times and being my friend, and I just kind of blew it off. But she would always say to me, I used to do this, I was bigger than you, and I used to do this. And you know, she's seen, I guess, when she talks about me, that she usually has like 40, 50 people in her live, right? Her
Mhm.
numbers would jump. Um, and whatever. And it's not that I'm important at all. I'm a shit show and people just want to hear about it. But she's another one. She lied about a bunch of stuff. She and
She
I
cracks
have
me up. She's like, "My hubby, my husby," and then she's like, he's like trying to talk to her, walks past her, like, trying to do things. He worked all day, and she's just like, "Oh, babe, I'm on live." Oh, like,
mhm.
girl, like, why is this man even with you? Put the phone down. Everyone's here making fun of you. Like, you're a shit show. So,
Mhm.
like, and then she's got that wish list for her kids, and Villain's like, she's never getting her kids back. I don't know why she has that wish list. So, but yeah, you're right. She's gonna be making a live tomorrow. Like, oh my god,
Oh yeah, it'll be a month.
Lisa mentioned my name.
Yeah. And I've never ever, she's the only one that I've ever screenshotted and gave them to somebody because that was the only way to prove I wasn't lying. The only way.
Oh,
Um,
she was definitely making money off of you, 100%.
I caught it once or twice.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I'm
did.
sure there was probably more than that.
I mean, I could tell you a story. I dead ass. Um, I was asking the one time to try to get a pizza, and she came back because if you seen Villain's screenshots, she would text me the numbers, right? And we were at like 21 or something like that, and I was asking for 30, and when I got off, I said to her, because sometimes when I hang up, some people will send right then because the live has ended, right? So they'll send right then. And I said to her, what was the total? And she said, oh, I told you 21. And I was emailing with this lady who said, did you get enough? And I said, yeah, I got 21, so that's what I got. And she shot back with, but I sent you 30 myself. And I said,
Mhm.
really? I said, can you send me that screenshot? And she did. So I called Victoria and I'm like, how the fuck do I have 21 when this guy sent me 10? I got the screenshot in my email. And this lady sent me 30 herself. Well, she's stuttering. And then she goes, we had floods or something. My Wi-Fi was out. It must have came through late, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, if people are doing shit like that, yeah, so.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but she'll play innocent.
He definitely played innocent, but right there told me what I needed to know. Um, you know, and the reporting, gave them room to do that too, because, you know, they would come back to me with, you know, I'd be on live for a half hour and they'd come back with everything failed. You only got $1. So I don't know if they made $100, $5, no dollars. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
you got the screenshots, which can be doctored, right?
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I can't even trust that. I have no fucking idea. It's ridiculous, to be honest. But yeah, she's a liar. She put out a lot of stuff that was also untrue. And here's another little secret, and I don't care who gets mad. Do you want to know where Eddie and Reaper got their info that Kim was Heather?
Oh, from who?
With their 2 weeks of research they did, right?
Yeah.
Victoria.
And she was wrong.
Mhm. Victoria blew me up all one evening into the next day. And she said she had a picture from the Swizzler YouTube, and that Eddie and, well, that she said Reaper, not even Eddie. Reaper was making a video about Kim, and they were going to put her son up there. Tell me, and she acted like, Victoria acted like she was on my side, like I'm stupid, right? Tell me if this is her son, because if it is, I'm going to try to talk him out of putting her up there. She was trying to get a confirmation. So I called Kim and I said to Kim, watch this. And I said, oh my God, yes, that's her son. Please don't let them put her up there. Oh my God, she's going to flip. It was just some random YouTuber of a video that was shared, right? So not only was the son put in the video, she called me back and she goes, oh my God, did you know Kim's real name is Heather? I was like, no, how do you know that? She's like, oh, well, blah, 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 right? They went and ran with it because I said, how do you know that, right? There you go. That's how they knew it. Victoria told them.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. She's something, man. She really is. Oh
Well,
my
Victoria
goodness.
and Eddie still talk. I've talked to Reaper, you know, a couple of times after my 302. You know, she's cool behind the scenes. I understand she has to make her videos. I don't get offended. I really don't. Unless it's lies, you know.
Right.
And now that she's away from Eddie, I feel like her videos have been more, I haven't
I
caught
agree.
anything. Yeah, that has
Mm-hmm.
been bad.
Mm-hmm.
But so I don't have a problem with her. But like I said, as with Eddie, she's done a lot worse to me. And also, she never personally sent me a message and just said, and I don't want her to kiss my ass or not. And she could have just say, look, I had heard from somebody that you might have killed the dog or whatever, and I was upset. I didn't mean it. Okay, I hear that every day about they want me to OD. I just said, that's fine. I didn't even publicly told people to stop going at her, you know?
Right.
But she hasn't. She's not sorry. She's sorry that villain called her out on it. I mean, that's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm. And that's not a sorry.
I mean, no, it's not. And, you know, yeah. And I mean, just think about that with the dog. She literally came on her stream, which I didn't see it, just what I heard,
I didn't
crying
see it
and
either.
boo-hooing,
Yeah.
saying 2 people confirmed, including my sister, that the dog was euthanized.
Oh,
And I kept
wow.
saying, the dog's not euthanized. He's not dead. Like, I kept saying that and nobody believed me.
Jesus. I know. I know.
Like, it just was, you know, down to the picture of that kid standing on the steps at my old place saying he's my drug dealer. Lie. You know what I mean? I mean, I could go on and on with her with the shit that she lied about. I mean, it just made me mad, you know, because there ain't no way she didn't know that a lot of that was lies. There's no way.
I know. And it's like, what do these people do all day? They like eat, sleep, and breathe, like going
Bullshit.
online and
Yeah.
videotaping everybody. Like, don't you
Yep.
have lives? Don't you have families? Don't you have anything else better to do? Like, dude.
They don't, and it's yeah. They now I've seen, since I haven't been on TikTok. I guess they're moving on to fucking with Lori, which I'm all for that. Go for it. But
And now they got Andy in on it. Her
mhm,
her man or her ex, whatever. I
blasting
don't
her
like
ass.
she brings her kids in it, and I don't like that. But you know,
Well, my thing with her is I feel like she used me as like a or those people
she
like a
was
springing
obsessed
board.
with you.
Yeah, like
Oh
and she
my
tricked
god.
me. She tricked me because when I first got sent the videos that she was making about I got your back, girl, and I love you and all that stuff, I like sent her a message and was just like, I appreciate you. She was getting a lot of backlash. And I was like, I appreciate you sticking up for me, like much love, whatever. And then like I said, I modded her at like 4 or 5 p.m., modded her until the next day when I unmodded her around 11, 12 o'clock. And now she's like attached to me. Like a lot of my people went over there. And she's over there just acting up and getting money out of people. And it's just, I feel terrible.
Crazy. It really is.
Yeah, because I didn't ever put her on, for attention wise. I didn't know that's what she was trying to do. I really didn't. But that's what
Crazy.
she was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Was, she was trying to get attention from me, which I gave her, and now, she gets her platform.
And that's the thing. It's like she was only at like, I think 100 or 200 views at viewers, and now that they did the awareness pages, now she's up to like 1,000, and probably with Andy too. So it's like these awareness pages, they make people famous almost, because then everyone wants to go see the drama.
Yep, you're absolutely right, and I understand them trying to tell people, don't send. She's an addict, whatever. But in all honesty, if people are gonna send, they're gonna send. They really are. It
I
may
agree with
stop.
you.
It may stop a few older people who don't exactly know what's going on, but it's not many. I promise. I highly doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And they may message and say, "Oh, I was gonna send and I didn't," and whatever. They're just trying to talk to you behind the scenes because they think that we're all with big platforms are famous or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's people that think like that. You know what I mean? That there's people that think Kai's famous because she has her big YouTube channel. Like there's literally people, I don't know. They think we're more important, which we're not. We're just normal fucking people.
Yeah, well, they watch you and they put this like vision of you in their head, and they're like,
Right.
and you are, at least, so you are a good person at heart. Like I think that you really do have a really good personality, and you're funny, and you're not boring and just sitting
Thank you.
there like a bump on a log.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
When I'm normal, I am really a good person and would give people anything or help them anyway. But for some reason, this past 6 months has been the total opposite. And,
Well,
it sucks.
drugs really do like change your brain chemistry, and it really does take a while for your brain to go back to
Yeah.
normal. I mean, you're not you when you're on those, And I
No.
I was prescribed Valium for my anxiety, but it just made me feel like so numb. Like I was on Wellbutrin, Valium, and Lexapro, and I had postpartum after my son, and I would watch Lifetime. I wouldn't cry, like it wasn't me, and
It
I had,
turns all your feelings and anxiety, off. It
yeah,
does.
and then when it's gone, everything is heightened.
Yeah. Yeah. This past 10 days has been just like cry central, man. Like,
Yes,
even
yes.
like it's just everything
Mhm.
hit me like a ton of bricks, but I going and using is just going to fucking numb it for, especially what I use.
For like an hour, not
Yeah,
even.
there's not enough money in the world to keep a
No,
habit like that going.
no.
It's just crazy, man. Like I would literally spend $100 and an hour later be out
Yeah. And
by
that's
myself,
how, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
'cause
like
your
go
tolerance
back,
was so
and
high too.
and when I was up there, right, it was a different story. Now that I would have to get a Uber and get money for the Uber and then go up there and then Uber back and take the chance of somebody seeing me, and getting arrested. I said, this is not worth
It's not worth
shit like
it.
this anymore.
No, it's not. And that anxiety alone that you feel because you got to get enough money, you got to get here, you got to get there, you got to get to your dealer before they go to work or whatever. Like, it's just that anxiety alone. And then to finally get it, do it, and then it's gone within an hour, and then you're
And then
doing the
I'm like,
same exact
yeah,
thing all over again. And
yeah,
you could have just let that hour pass and you could have been, do
yeah.
something. And I think I agree. You got to really find something else to do with yourself. And if Discord if that's what's doing it, then, whatever. This is the best we've heard you and since I've been watching you. So if this is what's helping, but I think you need something different. And I think seeing if you do see, your kids on Thursday or whatever, I think that's going to be the best medicine for you.
Oh yeah. I
For
mean,
sure.
even on Halloween, when I just got to talk to my son and my daughter sent me a picture, and like I got a high just off of that alone. It made
Yeah.
me so happy.
Yeah, and you'll start feeling that high again too. Your body will start adjusting again and like you'll start developing your own endorphins and things that used to make you happy that weren't drugs, they will start to make you happy again. I think it's going to take a lot of time. You didn't get here overnight, so you
Right.
know,
No,
and
right.
I think that are you on any other like non opioid anxiety meds like Lex. I know you said that that stuff didn't help, but there's so many out there. I really think that you would feel a lot better like on a daily anxiety
Antidepressant.
med
Yeah.
because a
He
lot of what
prescribed
you have is anxiety.
Yeah, he prescribed Zoloft, but like I said, whether it was wrong or right, I didn't want to take them and get addicted and lose my doctor or whatever. So I just never started taking them, never gave them a chance, to be honest. And Boost Bar also to take, but I didn't think they worked much. So
I have high hope that if they find you a good psychiatrist in there and they diagnose you and you get on these meds, give it like a month at least, and I bet you will be feeling so much better.
I hope so. I do,
I,
and I
I I
agree.
guarantee it. I really do. I think you will be feeling so much better. Like everything needs to, I think, just even out in your brain.
Right? Yeah. No, I agree with you. Like you said, it's not something that happened overnight, so it's not something that's gonna just
No.
bam fix in a week. It's not. I mean, it's getting a little bit better, like I said, but
Yeah.
it's still,
Yeah.
there's still way more work that needs to be done for sure.
Yeah. And you're
I know
young
it.
still. Like you're young. Like you have a lot of life to live, girl. Like you don't know what could happen in the next 10 years. Like you could
No,
be off in Hawaii with some Chico
rich
dude, like yeah,
dude, how
rich,
great would that
rich
be?
guy. What'd you say?
I said, how great would that be?
Oh God. Yeah, we
Uh,
all want that, dear. We all want that.
I know. We all want to marry rich.
We all want to marry
That's
rich, yeah.
everybody's goal. Marry rich.
But it comes with consequences because rich men they don't like to keep it in their pants. So,
That's what I was about to say. They cheat all the time. They work all
yeah,
the time. Kind of
yeah.
just in love with their money,
They
unfortunately.
quotation marks work.
No, you're right, though.
But it was nice talking to you, Lisa, and I wish the best for you, girl. I really do. And
Thank you.
I really think you got
Anytime,
this.
please reach out anytime if
All
you
right, girl.
have anything or want to talk, please.
All right, girl. You take care of
All
yourself.
right. You too. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Um, does anybody else want to talk? If not, we can end it. I don't want to make anybody sit here listening to nothing. It's up to
I
you.
kind of got another question. I'm sorry, I feel like question master, but I'd rather just ask questions than fucking tell my story because we all got our stories, right?
Yeah, I'll listen to your story. Go ahead. I'd love to.
Nah, 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 nah. But I just wanted to ask you, did you ever fucking go down and ID Jamie?
I did not.
No?
How did
Okay.
you know about that?
Uh, I just know.
Okay,
I
no,
don't think you really know who I am, but I don't really.
no,
Yeah.
I never went and pointed her out. I actually felt bad because he was gonna go arrest her.
Okay.
I felt bad. I really did. I didn't want to, and I never got my phone back. And I actually seen her one time at the clinic, and since I don't have my glasses, I was trying to get a ride home, and I said, "Hey, do you drive?" She was walking past me, and she was like, not with you." And I realized who she was, and she said, "Back the fuck away from me." We were like in the parking lot. She's like, "Back the fuck away from me before I beat your ass again," or something. And I just like walked away from her, like. But no, I never picked her out because then the detective was gonna go or put a warrant out, and I felt bad. I don't know why, but I feel like there's mentally something wrong with her because she at the house was accusing all of us of taking her bags. I found them in her wallet, and then for her to chase me down and accuse me again of stealing something I don't even do, I just felt there was something off with her or something. I don't know. It was bizarre.
Yeah. I don't want to weird you out either because I know you asked like how I knew. So I guess I'll just tell you.
Yes.
I talked to Kim. Long story short, I figured out who Kim was, like running the Reddits and running the Discords and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of back in like late July, early August.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, like people knew before that. But
Yeah, I knew before that.
me and Kim have been like, become little friends, I guess you'd say. But I just kind of been like a support system for her.
Okay.
And like for you as well. Like I just want to see you do great, right? Like nobody wants to see like the path you're going down, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to say that like I think you can really do it. Like just fucking do it.
Are you
I believe
Superman?
in you.
Are you Superman?
No, I'm not Superman. No.
I can't I don't know who you are, babe.
You talked to me before, like when you first did your first Discord call. I had my dog on there, and you were talking to him, the little Aussie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If that kind of helped you out a little.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I do know who you are now. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I do. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, but yeah, no, I didn't. I don't ever want to put somebody in jail. I don't know why. I've always been like that. I should have, but no, I didn't go pinpoint her.
Oh, okay.
Kim was mad at me. She kept trying to push me to go. I was gonna go, and then the more I talked to the detective and thought about it, but if he really wanted to put her in jail, there was video of all of it. All of
Right.
it. He told me from us leaving her house, going down to the other house after her husband kicked her out for wrecking the van and all of it. He had all of it down. He watched like the whole neighborhood has cameras, right?
Mhm.
So if he wanted to go arrest her, he could. But no, I never went down and lined her up. No. Nope.
Yeah, I
My
don't think I could do that either.
I just honestly, she didn't even she was like punching me and stuff, but grabbing on me, but nothing other than my phone and my wallet. But nothing was horrific enough where that she would have really had to fuck me up to me to do that. And the more we talked and the more time went on, and the detective did say, I'm going to put a warrant out for her and bring her in. She does have a kid, and I don't know. I just kind of felt weird about it, to be honest.
Right.
So. And like I said, I mentally think something's wrong with her. I don't know if it was her, and then get home from there and no, fuck that,
Yeah, I get it.
It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. And I said, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Wasn't worth it. And then like the girl said, then you get home and you do it. And half hour later, you're like, wow, I spent 6 hours and $100 fighting with her and fighting with him and fighting with my dad. And now that's it. It's done. Wasn't even worth it. That's where I got. So, why you up so late, or
$100,
did
girl,
you
that's a
wake up?
day at Disney World.
What? Who said?
I
What'd you
said
say?
$100, that's a day at Disney World.
Girl, the money, the money, the money that has been wasted. I will never forgive myself. Never, ever, ever forgive myself.
I was just trying to make you laugh.
No, I know, but you're right. You're right. $100 could be so many fucking things, man. And when you're in addiction, you don't think like that, or even the other way around, right? if I'm asking somebody for $30, that's a lot of money to somebody who's working in normal life. But to me, I'm just like, I just need $30. Just need, right? But to me, that's little. To them, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that makes
The
sense.
whole thing is just so skewed when you're in addiction. Your whole perception of everything. It really fucking is, man. You don't think somebody who's working, a $10 an hour job, that's 4 hours or 3 hours of them working.
Right.
And you're asking for it like it's just chump change, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't even I'd get called out on it on my live. I'd be like, I just need, $15. And they'd be like, just 15, but no, it makes more sense now. Why? Because you're not
I
getting
think
much
that
with
speaks
15
volumes
bucks.
so that you can see that now.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, some shit that I'm looking back on now, I actually, yeah, am getting for some reason. Not all of it, but little shit
Right.
like that you just said, that popped in my head. Like, it just popped in my head when you said about the Disney World thing and I said about the money. I'm like,
Everything to me is Disney.
yeah, that's okay. Disney's the shit, man.
It was my mom's favorite place, so I feel like I'm closer to her when we're there, so.
Oh, do you take your
Mhm.
kids there?
Yeah, I took our daughter there in August, just the 2 of us, before she went off to college, before we moved her into her dorm room, and
Okay.
then in February, she took her cap and gown photos there as well to be closer to my mom.
Oh, how long ago did
Mm.
your mom pass away?
A year and a half ago, and then my dad passed right after that.
So it's kind of fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I really am. I haven't felt that yet, thank goodness. But
I
I've
promise
heard,
you it's hard.
yeah, I've heard from everybody that the worst two things are burying one of your children or your parents. So yeah. Wow, I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah, and you're only, like, a year older than I am,
39. Yeah, I'm
and
39.
I'm gonna be 38 in a couple months or December next month, actually, but, um I'm not trying to beat a horse while you're down, but I know that, like, I've watched you for a while, and I'll
Hmm.
admit I've sent you money for cigarettes before because my husband and I were actually watching TikTok one night and came across your video, like, months and months ago, and he was like, "Just send her the money," like, my husband used to smoke back then, and he was like, like, "If it was us, like, we'd want some." We didn't know your story, obviously,
Yeah, and I appreciate that, and
mm,
I'm sorry if you
but,
felt bamboozled. I really am sorry, but I couldn't just come out and be like, I
right.
mean, people kept telling me you should. I mean, it honestly, anybody who's done drugs, are you guys gonna come online knowing you're being recorded and be like, guys, I'm out of crack. Please send me $40 for my crack. Please, I'm
Yeah.
being honest. Like nobody's gonna do that. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. I mean to cut
No,
you.
I was just gonna say, so, like, then the whole birthday thing came up, like, people were saying it wasn't your birthday, and I always remember this because it was May 14th, and that was my mom's birthday.
Oh no, girl, you're killing me.
No, so,
Sorry.
I don't know, like, it's a weird ass connection in a weird, creepy way, but now I've
Yeah.
just kind of been watching out for not watching out for you, but, like, checking
Well,
in to make sure
checking.
you're okay.
Yes, I
'Cause it got
appreciate.
to a point where every morning I was like, "Oh my god, I have to make sure Lisa's okay," and I don't even know you.
I hear that from a lot of people, and I appreciate that, but that makes me, yeah, want to say something or jump on at least and let you guys know because I don't want people worrying. You know what I mean?
Right.
About me, I don't.
You get a lot of hate, but at the same time, I hope you know that there are some of us that truly care, and,
Yes.
sometimes you have to take a step back because you get so mentally and emotionally involved in it
Mm-hmm.
that you
Yeah.
have to just be like, "For my own sake, like, my own mental health, I have to take a step back," because listening to you get beat up not beat up, but, like, talked down to so much, like, you've done some shitty stuff, obviously, but it's
Yeah.
hard to listen to at the same time,
Yeah.
as just an outsider, so I can only imagine, like, what you go through, but there are people that truly care about you, and I hope that you do get help, and I hope that you take that with you, that there are people that truly care about you. Not just your kids, not just your family, but strangers that want to see you do better.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
I know that you guys are out there, and a lot of them are afraid to come forward because of the bullying or harassment they get. But I do get the emails. I try to read and respond as many as I can. But yeah, I do know that you guys are out there. I
Yeah, I
do, and I
message you once in a
appreciate it.
while just saying, "Hey, Lisa, I hope you're doing okay today."
You do what?
I said I message you every so often just to make sure you're like, "Hey, Lisa, I hope you're having a good day today."
On my phone or email?
Yeah, on Discord too.
On the I don't read the messages on
Oh,
Discord.
that's
But
why.
oh, okay, I haven't seen them yet, but yeah, I do see a lot of it, and I appreciate you guys, I really do, and I hope in the end, you guys are happy and proud, and I really do, man. I hope
I
that
think
this
I'll be
all
proud when you're proud of yourself and you can truly say that once you get through everything. I think that that will make everybody proud when you can say that you're proud of yourself.
right. Yeah. No, you're right. And I'm not there yet. I mean, I'm happy
Right.
that I've gotten through this past 10 days. But I'm not there yet. I don't deserve any kind of woohoo. Right? Like I need to get into the rehab and get done what I need to get done and start moving on my son's stuff, and then I'll be proud once I start doing that stuff, you know what I mean? A little
Right.
more proud. But it's rough. It's rough. This whole situation's rough because you have to stop when you've dug yourself down in this hole that is so deep, you know what I mean?
Well, it's deeper than a lot of people's too because yours is so public.
Yeah. Yeah, which is my own fault.
Right, right.
But
But either
there's
way, it's still really public, and that means you have to climb 5 feet,
yeah.
more than most people.
Mhm. And there are things that I didn't even want out that got put out by others, and it just yeah, my whole life is just out there. Everything, even lies that aren't even true, are out there. So everybody knows everything about me plus some. So
The good part is that you get to write the next chapter, though, when it's time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. I got to
Mhm.
take my own narrative back and stop letting
Other people write your
yeah, because
second book.
that's kind of what's happening. Yeah, that's what's happening is
Mhm.
since I'm in active addiction, known as a liar, anything anybody puts out about me is automatically believed as true, even with no proof. And yeah, it's bad. It's pretty bad and out of control. Pretty bad. But yeah, I'm going. Like I know people don't believe it, but I am going to, and it's gonna suck, but I'm gonna go and get it over with.
I'm so excited to see the Lisa on the other side of it.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but it could have to be better than the past 5 months. So has to be.
You can do it.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna do it. I have to, and I'm not gonna wait until the very end when I am on a very thin timeline for my son. I can't do
Right.
it. So it's just I don't know. I gotta give it my best.
There's a lot of people rooting for you
No, I know, and I appreciate that. I really
through the
do.
New
I,
Year's.
I do. I do. I appreciate it because there are a lot of people, even people that are mad at me or hate, not hate me, but the lady that came up yesterday and said, sometimes I'd want to come through the phone and strangle your ass, and sometimes I've sat there and actually cried for you or with you. I
Right.
get it. I think that's why people watch it is because they're invested in what's going to happen or what's going on, and it's entertaining sometimes. And I mean, I think
Right.
that's why people watch it. You know what I mean? There's a reason.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm with them. I'm the same way. I mean, they don't think that I get disgusted with myself or, there are times I want to wring my own neck, but some things just happen, especially when you're on live stream. You say something you didn't mean to say, or you do something you didn't mean to show, and it's just out there.
Yeah.
Sucks,
Even
but
Turtle in the chat saying, "Absolutely, you can do it. You got this."
Thank you. Oh, I got to go back to the chat. I wasn't watching it. Okay, let me watch it.
I might fall asleep,
Thank
but
you.
just know that I'm proud of you, and I hope that everything goes okay for you.
Oh, thank you, honey. Yeah, if anybody wants to go to bed, go ahead and go. Don't feel obligated to sit here. Okay.
If I fall asleep, though, have a good rest of your. Well, now it's next day, but have a good rest of your day.
Okay, honey. Thank you. See you
You're
tomorrow.
welcome.
Did anybody else pop in that wanted to talk? If you don't have to, but.
I was thinking about it, but because I just got up and I seen that you were on, because I'm getting ready for work. But and then I heard you tell her you don't check your Discord messages because I messaged you the other day and I was like, oh, that makes total sense. And then, but I did text you.
On my phone?
Yeah, remember you sent me your number the first day I got on the call over on the other server, and I was the one that sent you the Instacart gift card way back, like before it got to this level.
Yeah. Did I answer you on text?
No, but that's okay. You sent me your number. It's okay because you've had like tons of people.
Yeah. Well, when I messed up and went on live that time, and then they started trying to hit me, whoever that lady is, she kept trying to hit me from different numbers, different area codes, to I don't know what the fuck prove. I don't know what. I went on and asked for money. What are you trying to prove here? But whatever. I was ignoring everybody that I didn't know the number. So I apologize. I'll have to look through them and grab you up.
Well, that's okay. I figured, well, you texted me first. Remember, you texted me your number and then you said save it. And then I just replied with, I saved it. And that was it. And then I've just like 2 times just to see how you were doing because your Discord was like, it was going bananas. So I just feel like, well, I hope that, things are good today. Like basically just, that's all I would say, not necessarily needing a response, just kind of sending something positive to you. Because in that other server, just me talking to you, and I didn't even talk that long, but boy, they just, and I can handle it to an extent, but they just kind of shredded me in the comments.
Yeah.
just for saying,
they
like,
shouldn't
about my mom, passing of an OD. And I was only saying that because, like, that's what drew me to you. I was Jace before. Like, I remember having to cook meals for my mom and getting her up and saying, hey, it's time to eat, and she wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? There's lots of stories, and I'm not going to bore people with them, but I didn't know you were at that level. I just knew like you took K-pens at that time. Like that's pretty much all I knew, and I just wanted to make sure your Jace had food because you even had Jace hop on, and he thanked me. You sent me a receipt, and he thanked me. So like I remember that very clearly. So I thought I wasn't duped. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I couldn't get back on the screen. I do remember that. And we did buy food with that. I do remember who you are. I did have him get on and tell you because we appreciated it so much and needed that help.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the receipt. It showed everything that you bought. So that's why I helped the second time with like the gift card for Uber. And that's just when I got, I was like mad because you didn't need a ride, but and I didn't know that you could convert it to cash and cash out. But anyway, we already talked about that. But I just wanted you to kind of remember who I was. And you always would mention my hair because it's like bright red. So like you would say like how much you loved my hair and stuff whenever we would chat.
And in her defense, guys, whoever can hear me, she did send the Instacart, and I did like give her the receipt, told Jace to tell her thank you. And she did send an Uber gift card 2 times for $20. And then once she found out that I didn't use it for Uber or whatever, or she thought I might be doing drugs, she didn't send me another penny. And I kept trying to ask her for money, and she wouldn't do it. So
yeah, but I flat out I was like, no, no, no. And then I ended up just not replying to you. And I hated it because you would say things like, kind of very, like you were very desperate for sure. And you were just saying like, hey, you're the only one that has been nice to me and stuff. And I never released those messages, did I? Like you never saw me posting anything like that.
No.
I kept all that to myself because I told you there's enough out there, you know what I mean? And I started seeing more of it. And the thing is, that was the time I just saw that you had got somebody posted you at the clinic getting a ride with your dad that day, and I was like, oh, are you kidding me? And now I'm remarried, so I have smaller children again. So I'm 44, so like I have a 9 and 11-year-old. But I also have my kids that are 24. My twins are 24. My youngest is 22, and then my 20-year-old stepdaughter. So I have a kid in college. That's been in college for 4 years. So like I'm paying tuition for college. All these things, but I felt compelled to help at that time because I don't want any kid to ever go hungry. And that was and then
Yeah.
my aunt's on methadone actually, and I knew how she got take homes every day because she was addicted to pain meds, and so she has like a safe where her bottles are in or whatever. I don't really know the gist, but I know her when it's like she can't go get her 7-day supply or whatever it was.
Well,
How bad it was for her.
I should have just said, and back then, like I said, I wasn't on drugs, but my methadone. But I should have just said, like, I need the money. I'm gonna stop and get Jace a hoagie at the gas station and some snacks and cigarettes and give my dad gas. And I should have just said that. But the Uber seemed to work better.
Right, and I get it. I mean, it's just I guess after so long, a lot of people on here I feel like are so invested too because they've got maybe a family member or a close friend that they really that
Mm-hmm.
had the same like addiction or similar, and they tried to help and save and was unable to, or they're still not able to. I still have that in my life. I tried to help my sisters so much, and they kept on staying, active addiction. I was raising their kids, they just it's really sad to see. My
It
sister's
is.
42 and she's still in that life. But I want to tell you, she did message me 2 days ago, just random, and said, I have a substance abuse evaluation and
Mm-hmm.
to get me into treatment. And it was just a random message. I haven't talked to her in a long time. And I couldn't even bring myself to say, I'm proud of you. I just said, that's good. Isn't that bad? Because it's been probably 10 years of this with her or more, and I just couldn't even muster up the "I'm proud of you" because she's gone and she's come out and went right back to using, and
Yeah.
she's on hard stuff like H and meth. So
Yeah.
like,
Well,
and it's
if
hard.
she did it out of the blue, that means she's at least thinking about it and wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And
just
I can respect that.
yeah, the minute she comes out and I see that she's got an extended amount of clean time, then I'm gonna definitely be there for her. I would never not. I think that's where a lot of people are towards in regards to you as well. They're like, but I think that people can feel that way and not talk so disgusting in the chat, like or to you. Like, I mean, the internet has definitely shown us the type of people in the world. So
Yeah,
I
this
don't
has.
care what.
Yeah, being
Go
on
ahead.
here, has definitely shown me a lot about people and backstabbing and good people, bad people, the signs. Yeah, a lot. Like you'd be shocked.
Yeah, I mean, I've just witnessed it. Like, I didn't never speak out much because I remember the one live you did. You were like, hey, will you hop on? Because I was watching it and I texted you that I was on the live because I had sent you that gift card, so I didn't know why you were still live, And I was like, why are
Mhm.
you still live? I sent you that, and you were asking me to hop on in the box to tell them that I'd sent you that and that you can't like convert it to cash because I really did look it up. I swear, and I was I'm like, why would I look this up on the internet and it tell me that you couldn't, but then you could? So
Well,
like,
and then I wanted you to tell them I showed you the receipt too.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
you know what I mean? Yeah, I remember that back then.
Yeah, but I was like, man, I don't even want to get on there because holy shit, your chat was wilding, I was like, I don't want to get on there. And I was getting ready, I was getting the kids off, on the bus and everything anyway. So I was like, oh, I can't. But I understood why you wanted me to. And I almost that day made a video to just screenshot the receipt and be like, she sent me this. But I didn't do
And
that either.
well, and like what you're saying right now is what I do feel the most guilty about this situation is people like you who I lied to or feel bamboozled or feel hurt, that, I didn't use the money fully for what I said I was going to use it for. And also, and there are people that would give me money and try to be my friend, and I wanted nothing to do with it. If you weren't giving me money, I didn't want anything to do with it. And it wasn't you, it was me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, I understand. Yeah, because I remember saying that, like, hey, I know you're getting bashed online a lot. Like if you ever just need to talk, you just want to get something off your chest, you can call me, text me, and I told you that many times, and you never did. You only reached out when you wanted money, and I
Mm-hmm.
understand why now. Like now, everything is clicked. Like we know, I mean, 100% why it was only that,
Well,
and that's why.
I never got to actually know any of you guys, because what you're saying, that over the time I've been on live, especially this last couple months when it's all the attention and so many people, I get exactly what you said, word for word, constantly.
Oh
So
yeah,
it just, you know what I mean? I never know if they're genuine or they're trying to get screenshots to
information, like
post, or
absolutely.
I just, and like I said, I didn't give anybody a chance to even get to know them or them get to know me. It was
I
all
mean,
about money and done.
and you kind of can't when I mean, you had one focus. And I'm
Mhm.
talking about, like, I said that to you way back in the beginning when I gave you
Yep. When I
the
wasn't
pizza
even
part.
this big, I didn't
Yeah.
even have this many people. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Because
Yeah.
I saw the little people that you had, they were just dogging you on like your teeth and things like that. And that's just insane to me.
Yeah.
So, um, that's, but I understood once more came out, I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense why she never like actually reached out to just chit chat, just to kind of like have a friend, because you said like you didn't have anybody in your life,
No.
that was like to be there for you to vent to talk to, whatever. And I mean, and it's fine, Lisa. I get it. I understand everything that you're going through now. I've seen this happen with many of my family members. It's an awful feeling to watch, but I'm proud that you are taking the steps. I mean, you sound really good right now. I don't know what you've been doing. And I can't, I don't pay attention to everything that's been posted online.
Mm.
Um, I don't know everything. I just, you see bits. I haven't been on TikTok that much because honestly, I get on it and like within 10 minutes I've got a headache. I can't, bro. Like
Yeah, I
it,
haven't been up, but I don't know how long you've been here, but the beginning of this call, the creator that covers me, Mandy, I don't know if you know who she is. She came on and asked, why are you saying you're not asking for money, but you are behind the scenes? And I was like, well, no, I sent that email to Rachel, and the night I went live and asked for cigarette money, yes, I sent out about 2 or 3 texts, and they've seen all of them but one, because it was the same lady that just texted from different numbers. But anyways, um, that's it. That's all I've asked at all. And she was like, well, no, you asked yesterday. And I'm like, no. So I went to her page, and it was the Lisa Hunt, whatever Cash App that, if you were here yesterday, I had called it out on the live stream. That's actually what pissed me off to act the way I did, to be honest. Somebody made a page saying they were me, posted 2 videos saying they were me, and I guess they're messaging people too saying that they're me and giving them this Cash App. So yeah.
yeah, I didn't know you were live at all yesterday, actually. So I missed all of that, but that sounds very on brand for the people out there to do,
Well, this
unfortunately.
is the second page I've caught doing that.
And here's the thing,
So
you've had my number since, I don't know, the first day I got on Discord and talked to you. And it was like maybe you were on day 2 or 3, something like that. I can't
mhm.
remember.
No, I
And
remember coming up.
yeah, you messaged me and just said, hey, it's Lisa, save my number. And not
Hmm.
once have you, like, you could have many of times if you wanted to, with me saying, hope everything's well, hope, whatever. You could have replied with, hey, I need cigarette money. You've not even messaged me for money at
No.
all.
Well, thank you
This
for
whole
saying that. Yeah. Because they think that once I get your number or email, I just sit there and harass the fuck out of you every second of the day and beg for money. And I don't do that. I really don't. Even the people I know will give me money, I don't slam them. I try to maybe one day, if I need it, ask, and then wait a couple of days. Like, I don't know. I just try not to, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just, even in addiction, I wasn't trying to like slam people. I really wasn't. That wasn't my intention at all. Was to just fucking milk people for everything they had, you know?
Oh yeah.
Shit's even
Well,
leaked. Shit's even leaked where, like, I mean, they were trying to trick me, I guess, but I didn't know it at the time. But, you know, I'd say, can you cash at me $20? They'd go through a whole conversation. Then they'd be like, well, I'm going to send you 75. And I'd be like, no, 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 no. I didn't ask for 75. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like,
they
I'm
actually
not
send
trying
you
to kill
75?
people. What's that?
Like, did they actually end up sending you that, or?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
But, you know, it just was the point that, like, I really am not trying to kill people's banks. I promise I'm not. I was just trying to get by.
you were just trying not to feel like you just didn't want to feel that. I don't know. I don't know about crack per se, like how you feel after not having that. I don't know. Um, I just know the symptoms of like for like the opiate type thing, and
Yeah,
that's from like watching my mom and stuff. But then in my early 20s, they had put me on some stuff, and um, dude, you can take them as directed, like you're supposed to, not abuse them, and your body becomes dependent on them. It's just sad that that medicine can get a grip on anybody like that.
that's why
Um,
that's why I wouldn't take my Klonopin every day as prescribed, because if I take it for 2 weeks, then I'm physically addicted to it, and I am not down for that. You know.
you're right, and that's the part that's hard for you to take the step forward. But I think I've heard you say before that crack doesn't give you that. So, but at the time so I'm curious, during active use, and I'm not trying to trigger you at all, but during active use, were you just having like panic attacks about running out and needing more? Like you knew you were gonna need more? Is that why you were so um kind of desperate? Is that
Um.
what the feeling is?
Yeah, I'm trying to think how to put it into words. Anybody who has done cocaine, crack gives you a way worse jonesing after it. But how do I put it into words? It's like it's a desperation, uh, anxiety. You need it. It's got to happen. I can't even explain it. It's not physical, but it is a million times mental. Like I've never like it's. I don't even know how to explain it.
Okay, no, and you don't have. I'm not trying to trigger you by any means.
No,
That was a genuine
not trick.
question.
I'm trying. I don't know how to put it into words.
Well, and the way you being able to even talk about it and describe it shows. I mean, I know a lot of people say you can say a million things, actions speak louder, and I get that, and we'll hopefully see your actions very soon. I'm not going to give the whole go to rehab thing
Yeah,
to you on here because you've heard it from tons of people, um, but you just sound so much better, and your train of thought and what you're saying why and stuff are all great reasons. So I feel like you are taking a step in the right direction,
thank you.
and you're
I
welcome. I hope
I
that we see it here, soon. I hope
mm-hmm.
because your life matters. Your son matters. All
Thank
of
you. He
what I'm
does.
saying. And I
He
know
does.
people say you're gonna have a great comeback story, and you will one day. But honestly, after you go through all this, getting out, and getting back on social media to share that story, I would say wouldn't be in my opinion. Okay, guys, so don't roast me for this. I wouldn't jump on right away and do that. I would have some time under your belt of being sober and get your place and your son and kind of have your life on track before you get on and start sharing your comeback story.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree, it'll be great, but take the time, all the time that you need for yourself and your son. And I know you have people that want to know how you're doing, and
hmm
you probably have those people's contact info. So you could probably reach out to them privately and be like, I'm out, I'm good, and you'll see me sometime soon, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I I haven't honestly, and I think I said this before. I haven't quite decided about what I'm gonna do after I go and get out of rehab. I know people say that all the time. Like, she could be the greatest comeback story.
Yeah.
Either way, that's the farthest thing that I think about. I don't care either way, to be honest. And I mean, I hope everybody's proud of me. And yeah, she went to rehab. She's clean, comeback story, but it's not to do with money. It's not to do with I don't know what's gonna happen when I'm not saying I'm gonna get back on. I'm not saying I'm not. I gotta just see how it
Right.
plays. You know,
Absolutely. Well, what do they say? Take it
one
second by
day,
second, minute by minute. day by day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to
All
do,
I can do.
yeah. You might learn when you're getting help that social media might actually even be a possible trigger for you too. So you just
That's
never know.
what, yeah, that's the one thing that I'll have to worry about is if getting on live is a trigger. Now, I've been fine these past 12 days, not wanting to ask for money or, so I don't know if down the line it would become a trigger. I don't see how, but I mean, we just got to, see how it plays out,
Yeah, because when you go through counsel or you go through therapy and stuff, things will come out that you probably never thought, once you get comfortable, you might be like saying, things will come out. You might realize things that you're not realizing right now. So you just never know. But I am going to hop off and get ready for work. I hope your day is great. Everybody, I hope you guys have a great day. Um,
You
Everybody just
too.
try to be as kind as possible if you
Yeah, you
can.
too. And I'll text you. I apologize. I do remember, texting you. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's okay. You've got a lot more to worry about and focus on than texting me back. I just wanted you to know that that's me because if you look at the first message, you reached out to me first, and then I said, or on Discord, I believe you sent it to me, and then I went ahead and I texted you back on your phone and said I got it and I saved it.
Okay.
So, if you want, I'll just reply and say my name so you'll know it's me. Okay. And then that way you can do what you want with that. That way you don't think it's somebody else trying to do whatever they
Yeah.
were doing.
Right. Yeah. Okay, honey.
Okay. All right. Have a good
All
day,
right.
everybody. You too,
You,
Lisa.
you too. Bye, babe.
Bye.
Does anybody else want to go, or are you guys over this? It's up to y'all.
I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. For those of
Go
you
ahead.
talking crap in the chat, if you have something to say, why don't you unmute yourself? You're so big and bad in those comments. Like, it's ridiculous. If you
Let me
dislike
look.
her so much, why are you here?
Let me look.
It's ridiculous. You're a grown adult.
Yeah. Is Tess in here? Is she in this voice call? Tess?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, Tess, do you have something you'd like to say or ask me, ma'am? Now will be the time. Kim can't kick you or block you or ban you. Tess, are you there? Tessie Wessie. Come on, girl. I don't bite. I don't see her in here. Maybe. I don't know.
She's in because she's responding to you in the chat.
Oh, I don't read the chat, girl. Come on. Hold on. Let me look. I'm not a racist. I don't care. No, it's not. Um, ma'am, you can either respectfully come up and talk like a real woman, or I'm gonna block you myself, ban you. And then I'm gonna tell Kim and ban you from the other one too. And I'm gonna tell Abby to ban you from hers. So respectfully, bitch, grow a pair. You got about 30 seconds.
I guess I don't understand it. You have so much to say behind a keyboard, but I don't know.
What about the sheriffs? What about them? She's a fucking pussy. Who the fuck wouldn't come off their mic and say shit and ask a question or say what they got to say, but is typing it? It makes me think maybe you're somebody I know, Tess. And if I heard your voice, you might be afraid of that, Tess. That'd be the only reason I could think of. She not even typing no more. She ain't even typing anymore. She rolled. Is she still in here? Let me look. Yep, she's still in here.
She's in here.
Yeah, guys, I think that might be what it is. We might know Tess. And if we heard her voice, she might be afraid we might pin her out. Could be. I mean, I got a couple other ones I could throw out as possibilities of voices I'd know. I think he's more ballsy to do it himself. I don't have a problem with them. I don't know why they would do it, but women are background haters. We all know that. I actually wasn't thinking about her. To be honest, I wasn't considering her. But yeah, if it let's just say if it was her, I would know her voice. If it was one of my sisters, I would know their voice. If it was Kim, we'd know her voice. So it's somebody that we know their voice. Right? Right. I'm not stupid. I've been doing this a long time. And I watch everybody. And I've been watching that page. That's one of them. Because they spew nothing but hate and bullshit.
No, that's not true.
What the fuck? Pardon? Did she roll? I don't see her picture anymore. Did that person leave? Tess?
I think so. I can't see her either unless they
Yeah,
blocked
okay. I
me.
think we're on to something, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I think we just, yeah, okay. Let me see some. Oh, XOX. Tess _XOX. How about that? Okay, yep.
Awkward.
Okay. Busted. Okay, let's move on. I pay attention to stupid shit, and paying attention to stupid shit usually will, yeah. XOX. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here before I get myself in trouble. I'm actually glad I came on though. I've been watching that page. So yeah.
It was good talking to you.
Yeah. You too, babe. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll be back over here on voice.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too. Bye guys. Good night.